everyone, we are the Group 4 and we will discuss the Module 1, 2, 4, and 7 of Introduction to Philippine Criminal Justice System. Module 1, Historical Background of Law. Ano nga ba ang law? It is a rule of conduct just and made obligatory by the legitimate authority for the welfare and benefit of all people. Nakapaloob dito ang patakaran at regulations na ginawa ng pamahalaan upang ipatupad ang katarungan, kaayusan at pagkakapantay-pantay sa lipunan. Ang batas, binibigyan tayo nito ng karapatan upang gawin ang mga bagay na gusto natin, pero syempre dapat nakaayon pa rin sa batas. This is in connection with the famous Latin maxim, Salus populi est suprema lex, na ang ibig sabihin ay, the safety of the people is the supreme law. Sa Philippine legal system, may tinatawag tayong Roman or civil law at Anglo-American or common law. Sa civil law, it operates in areas such as family relations, property, succession, contract, and criminal law. While in Anglo-American or common law, it operates in areas such as constitutional, procedure, corporation law, negotiable instruments, taxation, insurance, labor relations, banking, and currency.
The first main source of Philippine law is the Constitution. The Constitution is the fundamental supreme law of the land. Ang Constitution ay ang pangunahing batas ng bansa at itinuturing itong pinakamataas na batas. Ito ay nagtatakda ng mga prinsipyong bumubuo sa pamahalaan. Ayon sa Konstitusyon ng Pilipinas, ang Republika ng Pilipinas ay isang demokratiko at republikanong estado. Ibig sabihin nito, ito ay isang uri ng pamahalaan kung saan ang mga opisyal ay kinakatawan ng mga mamamayan at kumukuha ng mando mula sa kanila. Sa madaling salita, ang kapangyarihan ng gobyerno ay nagmumula sa sambayanan at ang konstitusyon ang batas na nagtatakda ng mga alintuntunin para sa maayos at makatarungan na pamahalaan.
Criminal law. Criminal law is the area of law that addresses offense against the public order. It includes a body of law that delimits a number of criminal acts including fraud, theft, assault, and murder. Criminal law exists to protect people and property, uphold order, and guarantee the justice is done.
Statute. Kaya ito ang mga kilos ng Kongreso, chapter ng municipal at batas ng munisipyo na mga tuntunin sa korte, tuntunin pangbansa administrative, at mga kautosang mga tuntunin pangbansa at panglabas ng Pangulo. Sa panahon kung kailan ginagamit ng executive ang mga kapangyarihang pangbatas, Pangulo ay tinuturing ding mga batas. Enacted by the legislative branch. Example, a Commonwealth Act, Batas Pambansaan, Republic Act of Presidential Decree, and Executive Order. Local government ordinances, which are passed by local legislative bodies, are also considered
convention or agreement between countries or international organizations that establish rule and regulation for various purposes. They are crucial for promoting cooperation and resolving conflicts. Some notable treaties and conventions include the United Nations Convention, which establishes guidelines for the use of the world's oceans, the Geneva Conventions, a series of treaties dating back to 1864, which aim to protect victims of war and ensure their basic human rights, the Paris Agreement adopted in 2015, which aims to combat climate change by setting targets for reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
What is judicial decisions? Art 8 of the Civil Code provides that judicial decisions applying to or interpreting the laws of the Constitution should part of the system of the Philippines. Halimbawa natin ito sa isang laro. Katulad sa basketball, may referee doon. Sila lang ang makakapagsabi ng mga desisyon o ng rules kung ano ang tama. Parang sa judicial decisions, ang mga nakakataas sa korte ang nagpapaliwanag kung anong ibig sabihin ng mga patakaran o batas at kung paano malalapat o maya-apply ito sa isang partikular na sitwasyon.
Judicial branch is in charge of interpreting and applying the law to settle legal issues. It involves judge, court, and the legal system in its entirety. Law are understood and applied properly and impartially thanks to the judicial branch oversight. It is essential for preserving the rule of law and safeguarding people's rights.
Executive. The executive is a key role in an organization responsible for making important decisions and overseeing the overall operations. They are typically at the top of the management hierarchy and have a broad range of responsibilities. The executive main objective is to ensure the success and profitability of the organization by setting strategic goals, formulating policies, and implementing effective strategies. They also play a crucial role in managing the organization resources, including finances, human resources, and technology. Overall, the executive role is vital in shaping the direction and success of the organizations.
What is crime? Crime refers to any act or behavior that is considered illegal and punishable by law. It encompasses a wide range of activity such as theft, assault, fraud, drug trafficking, and more. Crime can vary in severity from minor offenses like petty theft to more serious crime like murder. Understanding crime and its causes is essential for maintaining law and order in society. What is theory of legomacy? A statement that we would have no crime if we have no criminal law, and that we can eliminate crime by merely abolishing criminal law.
The Revised Penal Code is a law in the Philippines that codifies the crimes and corresponding penalties in the country. It was enacted through Act No. 3815 and has undergone several amendments over the years. The Revised Penal Code serves as the primary criminal law framework in the Philippines.
Special penal laws passed by the Philippine Commission, Philippine Assembly, Philippine Legislature, National Assembly, the Congress of the Philippines, and the Batasang Pambansa. Ito ay nangangahulugan na ito ang pinakamahalagang batas sa isang bansa na nagtatakda ng mga patakaran at pamantayan para sa pamahalaan at mamamayan. Sa madaling salita, ito ang pangunahing batas na nagtatakda kung paano dapat pamahalaan ang bansa.
The power to define and punish crime. It is a cornerstone of any legal system. It involves the government's authority to establish law that determine that actions are considered criminal and to impose penalties on those who violate this law. Defining crimes involves categorize certain behavior as illegal and specifying the elements that must be proven for someone to be found guilty. Punishing crime establish imposing sanction or penalties in individuals who have been convicted of committing offenses. The purpose of punishment is to deter future criminal behavior, protect society, and provide justice to victims. Striking a balance between safeguarding individual rights and maintaining social order is crucial. A fair and just legal system requires clear, well-defined laws that are consistently enforced. Punishment should be proportional to the severity of offense, considering factors like intent, harm caused, and potential for rehabilitation.
No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted. Under Article 3, Section 22, no person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. Under Article 3, Section 14, Congress is also prohibited from passing an act which inflict punishment without judicial trial, for that would constitute a bill of attainder.
What is ex post facto law? It is derived from the Latin word for from a thing done afterward. It is used to refer a criminal statute that punishes actions retroactively. Ex post facto law ay isang batas na nagbibigay ng parusa
kilos o gawain na hindi ipinagbabawal noon. Pero sa masimpleng salita, ito ay kahulugan na naglalaman ng parusa para sa isang bagay na legal noon, ngunit ginawang illegal pagkatapos ng pangyayari.
General refers to a broad category or concept that encompasses a wide range of individuals, objects, or ideas. It is a term used to describe something that is applicable or relevant in a general or widespread sense. For example, a general rule may apply to most situations or cases. However, it is important to note that there are exceptions to general rules or concepts. Exemptions are specific cases or instances that do not conform to general rule or pattern. These exemptions often arise due to unique circumstances, specific conditions, or different characteristics that deviate from the norms. Exceptions play a significant role in various aspects of life, including law, science, and every situation. They challenge the generalization we make and remind us that there can be variation or outlier within a broader category or concept.
Okay, let us proceed to the territorial. Territorial in that criminal laws undertake to punish crimes committed within the Philippine territory. Dito sa territorial ay gumagawa sila ng batas o parusa para sa mga taong lalabag sa ating national territory of the Philippines. Mas applicable ito sa mga foreigner. Halimbawa, nagbakasyon sila dito sa Pilipinas at sumakay sila ng ating barko. Gumawa sila ng krimen doon. Sa kanila maa-apply itong territorial. At marami pang iba sila na maaaring ma-apply itong territorial kung gagawa sila ng krimen sa terrestrial, jurisdiction exercise over land, fluvial, over maritime and interior waters, and aerial over the atmosphere.
Dito sa perspective, sinasabi na hindi mapaparusahan ng isang taong gumawa ng mali o masama kung noong ginawa niya ito ay wala pang batas na paparusa dito. Kasi under the Article 366 of the Revised Penal Code, sinasabi dito na crimes are punished under the laws in force at the time of their commission. Ang opposite ng prospective ay retroactive effect, kung saan ito ay tumutukoy sa capacity ng isang batas na magkaroon ng bisa o epekto sa mga pangyayari o sitwasyon na naganap na bago ang pagtupad ng batas na paparusa dito. Halimbawa, may isang batas na nagbago ang parusa sa isang krimen at ito ay may retroactive effect. Ang bagong parusa ay pwedeng ibigay sa taong nakagawa ng krimen na ito kahit bago pa ipatupad ang bagong batas.
Mala in C. An act that is wrong itself in its very nature being illegal because it violates the natural, moral, or public principle of civilization. Society. Example, mala-incest act include homicide, assault, kidnapping, and rape.
Mala prohibita. It is a Latin phrase that translates wrong because it's prohibited. In criminal law, the term mala prohibita refers to when something is made illegally by a criminal statute.
What is criminal justice system? The criminal justice system essentially is the system or process in the community by which crime are investigated and the person suspected there are taken into custody, proceed in court and punished if found guilty. Prevention being made for this correction and prevention.
What is law enforcement or police? It refers to any system by which members of the society act in an organized manner to enforce the law by discovering, rehabilitating, or punishing people who violate the rules that norms governing that society. Ibig sabihin, ang law enforcement o pulisya ay mga tauhan na nagpapatupad ng batas at nagpapanatili ng kaayusan sa isang komunidad. Sila ang may tungkuling umaksyon sa krimen, mag-imbestiga at magpatupad ng mga batas upang mapanatili ang kaayusan at kaligtasan ng mga mamamayan.
Prosecution. Ito ay pangalawa sa 5 pillars ng Philippine Criminal Justice System kung saan ang function nito ay mag-imbestiga ng mga respondent kung ang inaresto ba ay may nakumit na crime.
Courts serve as a crucial platform for the resolution of legal disputes, ensuring fair and impartial justice. They provide individuals and organizations with the opportunity to present evidence, arguments, and legal interpretation. Judges or juries preside over the proceeding, ensuring adherence to legal procedures and making decisions based on applicable laws. The impact of court decision can be significant, determining guilt or innocence, liability, and the enforcement of rights and obligations. Courts may also impose penalties such as fine or imprisonment. Different types of court exist, including trial courts, appellate courts, and specialized courts, each with its own jurisdiction and handling a specific type of cases.
Correction pillar is the one entrusted with task of reforming convicted felons. It is also dubbed as the weakest pillar of the CJS because it accordingly fails to rehabilitate offenders, leading them to repeatedly commit crimes. This pillar provides several programs aiming to rehabilitate convicts.
Justice. Ito ay nagsisilbi upang magkaroon ng pantay-pantay na pagtrato sa lahat, mahirap man o mayaman. Ito ay ang pagkakaroon ng patas na paghatol at pagpaparusa sa mga taong nakagawa ng krimen.
What is Lady Justice? Lady Justice originates from the personification of justice in ancient Roman art, known as Lustitia or Justitia, who is equivalent to the Greek goddess Dike. Sa madaling salita, ang Lady Justice ay isang simbolo ng paghahanap ng katarungan na naglalaman ng mga prinsipyo tulad ng pagiging patas, tamang pagpapasya, at pagpapatupad ng batas sa isang walang kinikilalang paraan.
Due process safeguards each person from the law and strikes a balance with its power. A government failure to follow the letter of the law while inflicting harm on an individual violates due process rights and is against the rule of law.
Sa law enforcement, ang main concern dito ay ang pag-prevent at pag-punish ng crimes. Ito ay tungkulin ng mga pulis at iba pang agency ng gobyerno. Ang mga law enforcement officers ay ang responsable sa kaligtasan ng publiko, manghuli ng mga kriminal at ipatupad ang mga batas upang mapanatiling maayos at at peace ang community.
Philippines Center on Transitional Crime. It handles crimes related and considered as transitional crime, crimes that transcends beyond borders. Ang PCTC is under siya ng Office of the President. And syempre, nakapaloob dito ang Executive Director. Ang Executive Director ay may direkta at malaking kontrol sa lahat ng unit ng Philippine Center on Transitional Crime. Siya ang nangunguna at nagmamanman sa bawat bahagi ng organisasyon. Next, ang Executive Order No. 62, Section 1999. Ito ay lumikha ng Philippine Center on Transitional Crime, which is PCTC, sa ilalim ng Office of the President. Ito ay naglalayong magkaroon ng masusing pagmamanman at aksyon laban sa mga krimeng may kinalaman sa pandaigdig na transaksyon. Meron ding Executive Order No. 295. Ito ay nag-a-amend o nagbago sa ilalim ng epekto ng Executive Order No. 62. Partikular na sa aspeto ng paggampan sa direktang pamamahala at kontrol sa PCTC or Philippine Center on Transitional Crime. Ito ay naglalayong baguhin o ayusin ang mga bahagi ng naunang utos para sa mas mabuting pagpapatupad ng tungkulin sa PCTC. And then, meron din tayong Executive Order No. 146 dated on October 22, 2002. Ay nag-amend sa Executive Order No. 62. Ito ay naglilipat ng pangkalahatang pamamahala at kontrol ng Philippine Center on Transitional Crime sa ilalim ng Office of the National Security Advisor. Sa madaling salita, binago nito ang direktang pagmamanman at kontrol ng PCTC mula sa Office of the President papunta sa Office of the National Security Advisor. Next ay Executive Order No. 735, dated on June 20, 2008. Ito ay naglalagay ng Philippine Center on Transitional Crime na nilikha sa ilalim ng Executive Order No. 62 noong January 15, 1999. Sa ilalim ng Department of Interior and Local Government, sa madaling sabi, ito ay naglilipat ng pangangasiwa ng Philippine Center on Transitional Crime mula sa dating Office of the National Security Advisor patungo sa Department of Interior Local Government. And then the next one is Executive Order No. 35, dated on April 11. Ito ay naglilipat ng kontrol at supervision ng Philippine Center on Transitional Crime mula sa Department of the Interior and Local Government patungo sa Office of the President. Layunin nito ang mas mabisang koordinasyon sa mga department, tanggapan, ahensya at mga pamahalaan para sa mas epektibong paglaban sa mga nakakabahalang transitional criminal activities. Gusto nitong magkaroon ng buong gobyerno na approach para sa mas maayos, makikipagtulungan at nagsusumikap sila laban sa mga organisasyong krimen sa transitional crime. At konektado ito sa mga pandaigdigang ahensya at institusyon sa sangkop sa pandaigdigang kampanya laban sa transitional crimes.
Philippine Coast Guard, or PCG, is responsible for safety guarding the country's waters and coastal areas, ensuring their safety and security. They perform a wide range of functions including search and rescue operation, law enforcement, environmental protection, safety, regulation, and maritime security.
Bureau of Immigration is principally responsible for the administration and enforcement of immigration, citizenship, and alien admission and registration law, in accordance with the provision of the Philippines Immigration Act of 1940.
Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Ito ang anti-drug law enforcement agency na responsable sa pag-prevent, pag-investigate, and combating any dangerous drugs and its controlled precursors and essential chemicals within the Philippines. This agency is tasked with the enforcement of the penal and regulatory provisions of Republic Act No. 9165, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. It is also the implementing arm of Dangerous Drugs Board.